Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, either are any of these blokes, and that's because they're playing on a different server. Today's first replay in today's video. Today's video is going to be a Tier 10 extravaganza, and the first one comes from the old mate XVM Camo from Fed Up Clan, and he's playing on the North American server. So this first replay comes from North America. Let's see how it plays a little bit different to for our friends on the Australian and the Asian servers. Anyway, XVM Camo is in the Obj 430U. Today's extravaganza will feature 4 replays featuring some Tier 10 tanks. I think it's a heavy and 3 medium tanks, unless memory serves me incorrectly. Now, XVM Camo in the Obj 430U, the relatively new Tier 10 Russian medium tank. It's known to be quite overpowered, strong. Depends what the word you might be is. Blocks a shot from the FE215B183. Now that is a set of balls right there. That is a gutsy shot. To have the balls to try to block a Death Star. He's done that. He's blocked 1150 damage. He did get a shot into the. He did get a shot of damage into the Death Star, I think it was. He lost a bit of engine power, down to 1590 hit points. We're on Himmelsdorf. It's an encounter battle. So those who aren't too sure, an encounter battle has just one. It's got just one cap circle, and the object is to either to cap that or kill all the enemy tanks. Now, XVM Camo is still going to damage engine as he pops. Is that 500 hit points of damage into the E75? Give me a look at that gun. He's got premium ammunition loaded, 122mm gun, 440 alpha damage, 340 penetration. That's with premium ammunition, 252 penetration with armor piercing rounds, which is standard for the Obj 430U. Now, XVM Camo is up on the hill doing plenty of damage, already up to 2,204 damage, 1150 damage blocked. His crew's still stunned. He still hasn't fixed his engine. I'm not sure what he's thinking about not fixing his engine. Maybe he's a little bit caught up in the moment. He probably doesn't need his engine right now because he's not really in a position where he's using any mobility. You can see there his engine is damaged. He's still not fixing it. He's got a mark of excellence on that tank, and we love mark of excellences at Get On Board Studios, that's for sure. 2-2's the score in Himmelsdorf. Lots of action happening on the hill. Nobody contesting the flag. 2-all, 1 kill to XVM Camo, 2,204 damage, 1150 damage blocked. That was that one shot from the Death Star. He's clearly looking at that E100. He puts the first heat round towards the turret, but of course he bounces. Of course, E100 has got plenty of armor. Looking towards what else is available to shoot. There you go, 392 hit points of damage into the E100. He bounces the Defender with ease, the Tier 8 premium Russian heavy tank. Reloads just as the E100 faces XVM Camo, bounces the T95 for 750 damage. He still hasn't fixed his engine though. Like, he could have fixed his engine and have it back up and running, but I don't think he's realised it at this point of the game. 3-6 is the score, 1 kill, 3,500 damage done. Pops one into the lower plate of the T95, bringing his damage up to nearly 4,000 hit points. Bounces the E100 for 750, and this could be another one into the T95. Shoots the T95, bounces the return shot, and now, even though they're down by 4 tanks, 2 tanks here, 2 pretty powerful tanks are both one-shots. There goes the T95. His next target should be the E100, but it looks like the T10 is getting a little bit brave. He's still got plenty of premium rounds up his sleeve, as the T10 looks like he's YOLOing XVM Camo, but is facing those lightly armoured tank destroyers like the Progetto, the WZ, and there was a Rimby Borsig over there, but he's just been taken out. Clearly that T10 going for the more lightly armoured tanks rather than XVM Camo in the Obj 430U, the new Tier 10 Russian medium tank. Nearly 5,000 damage done. There's the Death Star. He wants to get one into the Death Star. Takes the Death Star down to a one-shot. The ISM looks like he might be a one-shot. The E75 still got a bit of health. Defender on 800 hit points. This will take... No, that doesn't take him down. He doesn't penetrate the Defender. He still hasn't used his repair kit. 710 the score now. Looking at the side of the FE215B183, gets rid of the Tier 10 British TD, and now he's looking at the E75 by the looks. Rightio, the score's 8-10. His team, IS3, is capping with a little bit of help from the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4. The score's 8-10. They're down by 2 tanks. It's 2 versus 2 up here, I think. The E75 puts a shot into the ground as XVM Camo in the Obj 430U puts one into the Tier 9 German heavy tank, looking for a weak spot. Shoots, doesn't penetrate the E75. Artillery looks like he might be going for the E75, but of course he bounces the E75. More block damage. Fixes his radio that time. I think he pushed the wrong button. He got a damaged radio and he pushed that one instead of the engine, but that's okay. In another minute or so he might be able to fix his engine if he's still alive. There's the Top Gun. 6 kills, 6,500 damage done, 4,700 damage blocked, 1,200 assisted damage. The defender manages to penetrate XVM Camo in the Object 430U, but now this is just going to be a matter of time before he gets rid of the defender. No, he bounces the defender. What a time to bounce a shot. Still got 1,010 hit points up his sleeve though. It looks like the defender is getting ready to shoot. The defender doesn't penetrate XVM Camo. XVM Camo kills the defender for his 7th kill. Oh my bloody god, what was happening up on that hill? 7,222 damage, 5,140 damage blocked, 1,217 assisted damage, and now it's time to start rolling back towards the cap. And who is left? The Waffenträger Panzer IV at Tier 9. 2 Tier 8 tanks. The STG, that's the Guard, the premium Russian, pretty slow, but got a little bit of armour for a Tier 8 medium tank. His engine is still damaged. Maybe it's a bug in the replay. I'm not too sure, but when I hover the mouse over it, it does say that the engine is damaged. Continuing to roll down towards the base. Runs the tram over. There's a TVP VTU, the Tier 8 Czech medium tank. Last spotted down here. He finds the STG. He's still got those heat rounds loaded. Looking for a shot to shoot him. He shoots the STG once. The STG will probably beat him. He did fire earlier, the STG. The STG does have a long aim time and reload time. That's his 8th kill. There's the Radley Walters in the bag, but there's still 2 tanks remaining. They're both on the cap. He's got a minute and a half to get there. It's the TVP V2U, Tier 8 standard Czech tank, and the Waffenträger Panzer IV at Tier 9. I've got no idea what kind of health these 2 tanks are. Of course, they were not up on the hill where the big brawl happened. Somebody in the chat just says that TVP's at 3% hit points. You'll be happy to know that one. He's got a minute to go before they cap out. A minute and 7 seconds. There's the V2U. Might as well go for that one first.
We can't raise anyone outside this area.
Did he? He's used his repair kit again. Not sure what happened there. Aims a little bit better that time. Shoots and kills the TVP V2U. He's down to 732 hit points. Now, what did he just fix? It didn't fix his engine. Again, he fixed something else. I think it might have been his view range. This bad boy down there, the observation device. All right, 14-14 to score. 2.5 minutes before the Waffenträger Panzer IV caps this one out. He switches to armour piercing rounds, even though he's been using heat rounds all game. Picks up his 10th kill, kills the Waffenträger Panzer IV. Now, the reason he would have switched to standard ammunition instead of premium in that one is because there's next to no chance of bouncing the armour piercing round compared to the heat. The heat round could have bounced off the Waffenträger Panzer IV's tracks. Let's have a look at the battle result. It was an absolute ripper on Himmelsdorf. XVM Camo from Fed Up Clan, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effects, Shellproof, Pools Medal for getting those 10 kills. I think I've only got one of those things, but I'll tell you, that day that I got the Pools Medal, I reckon it was in an IS-2, maybe in an IS-2, a Tier 7. I think it might have been. Anyway, but that's just my bad memory. Steel Wall for bouncing all those shots. No surprise there. High caliber. Top Gun, thank you very much. 8,197 hit points of damage, 10 kills, 1,515 base experience. That's without the daily double or the premium account multiplier. That's the base score. 33 shots fired, 30 hit, 24 penetrated, 8,197 damage, 5,780 damage blocked by armor, and 1,270 17 assisted damage. Cost him over 100,000 credits with a standard account. A premium account would have cost him nearly 76,000 with all that heat span. But wow, what a game. A pools medal on Himmelsdorf from the North American server from the old mate XVM Camo from Fed Up Clan. Let's move on to our second game in this Tier 10 extravaganza. This is my old mate Rune _Rune from Jewel Clan. I think by the time the video goes up, I've got a feeling Jewel Clan might change his name. Rune is in the AMX M4 54. Now, this is a tank that he likes to play. This is the newer of the Tier 10 French heavy tanks. The newer of the two. You can see he's got 2 marks of excellence on that bad boy. He's probably going for a third. What kind of guns it got? He's got the 130mm gun. I think there's 2 choices. There's the higher alpha, lower penetration, and there's a lower alpha, higher penetration options. This is 130mm option, 560 damage, 280 penetration. Now that's premium armor piercing, and the standard armor piercing is 250. So a difference of 30mm. Just over 10% difference in the penetration. And of course, just to make matters confusing for people like me who commentate on these games, both kinds of ammunition are armor piercing, cap common semi armor piercing for the standard at 250 and common for 280. I don't know why they're doing that, but anyway, maybe it's realistic. Now, Rune from Jewel Clan in the AMX M4 54 Tier 10 French heavy tank, deciding not to go down here where the action normally happens for heavy tanks. Not sure if he's going to be regretting it looking at the minimap. There's plenty of tanks there, plenty of opportunities for damage there. Instead, going for the Centurion 7-1, gets his first kill of the game. Not a bad start. And even that FE3805, that FE3805 has been spotted on the enemy team. It hasn't been killed yet. That's the British artillery, the Tier 9. Nigel No Mates, what a name. Absolutely fantastic. He's been spotted down here. And there's the other artillery just been spotted as well, the M53, M55, which gets taken out by that Object 430U, the very fast Russian Tier 10 heavy tank. Picks up his second kill, 2 shots, 2 kills, gets rid of the FV3805 as well as that Centurion 7-1, 2 Tier 9 tanks. Now it's a Tier 10 game, 5 Tier 10 tanks on each team, the rest are Tier 9s. Now, of course, artillery is still over there. That's the American one. That might be enough. There you go. 3 kills to Rune from Jewel Clan. 4 6s to score though, so he's going to have to maybe start fighting. Maybe start looking towards the east. The east looks like it is absolutely capitulated. The Mouse, the Object 260, the E75, the WZ111 1-4, all been taken out on that flank, possibly the Striv as well. T49 and the M53, M55 have also been killed. Not sure what happened to the M53, M55. Maybe the enemy M53, M55 has got a kill in this game, so maybe it was counter artillery, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it got spotted possibly by this light tank up there in the north eastern part of this map. Down by 3 tanks. 6-9 is the score. 3 kills, 1935 damage done. There goes a shot into the T49 for 533 hit points. The light tank, possibly the T54 lightweight, looks like he's going for the cap. 7-10 the score now as the Object 277 kills that 279, but they also lose a Tier 9 British tank. Conqueror goes down. Mega Death Metal in the Tier 9 British heavy tank gets killed by Rune as well. That's his 4th kill. 3,032 hit points of damage, and he's just gonna stay here. Doesn't want to get shot by more than one tank at the same time. Looking for the kill shot on that Conqueror, and he gets it. Clawing the score back. 9-11. 5 kills to Rune, 3,145 damage. Cops a shot from the 277. Finds a little gap between the rocks there that he can snipe between. Just kicking back here, sniping the AMX M4 54 on the enemy team. Looks like he's doing the same thing on this other tank destroyer ledge. 2 heavy tanks on some tank destroyer ledge. Put some choice words in the chat by some of the players. No worries, they're on board. Don't worry about that. And good to see a few familiar faces in some of these games. Object 277 looks like he might be the next target. He might have just missed an opportunity to kill that 277. There's the E75. Maybe he needs to start shooting him. The E75 firing high explosives. It wasn't the first high explosive round that the E75 fired, obviously having a little bit of trouble penetrating the French heavy tank. Of course, it is the French heavy tank with armour, and it's got the biggest turret in the world. Look at that shot. Look at that shot there. That looks like it's... Is that where he's been shot, or is that a some kind of emblem? It looks like an eye, doesn't it? Anyway, 10-12. Only down by 2 shots now. He'll be fancying himself now. Rune from Dual Clan, the back of the 277. No worries at all for kill number 6. And the top gun confirmed, but still they're down by 2 tanks as the FV3805 gets taken out by the T54 lightweight on the other end of the map. That's who he's aiming for now. Captain Muppet Arms on 600 odd health. Takes another 480 out of the light tank. That'll certainly help the Object 277. Hopefully that Object 277 can deal with the T54 lightweight. I thought he might have stayed back to try and help him a bit more, because that 277 is very, very low indeed. The enemy 277 and E75, I don't know if they're going to have the balls to push into Rune here. 6 kills to Rune, 4,609 hit points of damage. Gets one into the turret of the E75. That 277 in a world of trouble now. And without being critical, I think if he was up here shooting towards the T54 or that AMX, he might have been able to take one of them out. Let's see if he still can, if they stay spotted. The AMX might stay spotted. Hopefully it does. Doesn't penetrate that shot. That wow, that's going to hurt. 6 kills to Rune, the top gun. 5,202 hit points of damage. He's still got 782 health remaining, so it's probably going to take 3 penetrating shots from the enemy tanks to kill him, the E75 and the AMX 277. Wouldn't be too worried about the T54 lightweight unless the T54 lightweight starts to flanking. But when he's up on this ridgeline, which it looks like he's trying to get out of that ridgeline. This is a bit of an awkward situation here from the old mate Rune, but he's down in a low part. He's down probably too low for the E75 to shoot him. Going to come around this corner now looking for another kill. He gets it, gets rid of the AMX M4 54, bounces the shot, bounces the T54 lightweight. Now that T54 is only on 195 health. He won't be giving up, that's for sure. The E75 is decided to go full YOLO, but the E75 possibly doesn't have the gun depression to get Rune without actually jumping in. Shoots and kills the T54 lightweight, and now they're only up. Now they're only down, I should say, by 2 tank. HE round from the E75 takes out 272. The Object 277 does finally manage to penetrate a shot, and that takes Rune down to 17 hit points. Shoots the E75 and takes him down to 277. He might be able to kill one of them. Bounces to 277. Which one's he going to try to kill first? I'd be killing him. He's right there, man. 14-14, it's 1 versus 1 now. The E75 on 266 and high explosive. Oh no, a high explosive round. Of course, he was only on 17, so the high explosive was always going to kill him. But that other high explosive round that did 272 hit points of damage, that was the shot that the E75. He should be buying a Tats Lotto ticket, that E75 driver. I tell you what, firing HE all day long. Devastating. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you can still lose. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Rune from Dual Clan. The Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect. Radley Walters Medal for those. I don't know, how many kills did he get in the end? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 kills. It would have been a pulls if he had have pulled off the win. Pescucci's for killing those 2 artillery, high caliber, tank sniper, and of course the top gun. Clearly topped the score charts in that bad boy on what's it called? Arctic region. 6,500 damage done. 9 kills, 775 base experience. Of course, if he had won that, that would have turned into probably double what that one was. We look at how many shots did he shoot. 17 shots, 16 hit, 15 penetrated. Nothing wrong with that. It was premium rounds, but a bit of sniping there in a top tier heavy tank. Some people might say maybe he should have brawled in the east. I don't know. The east fell pretty quick, so I think in retrospect it was probably a good move to take the western flank on Arctic region in that one. Cost him 55,000 credits with a standard account. With a premium, would have cost him nearly 30,000 credits in that game that went for just under 8 minutes. Good ace tanker, a good Radley Walters. Unfortunate not to pull out the win, or the would have been a pools medal if you had have. Gee, if that HE round from the E75 hadn't have got him for 272 like a minute before the end of the game, I reckon Rune would have won that one quite comfortably. Well, not comfortably, would have pulled off a pretty miraculous victory had that shot not have penetrated. Let's move on to our third game in today's Tier 10 Extravaganza. This is my old mate Save Andrea. Save Andrea from 2AR Clan. Now, I've been playing games with this bloke for a long time. He's a hell of a nice guy, that's for sure. Save Andrea in the Progetto M40 Mod 65. I'm just going to be calling it the Progetto 65. It's the Tier 10 auto reloading Italian medium tank. This is the tank I'm looking forward to playing. I've never even tested it. I might test it on a super account pretty soon. Progetto 65 is a 4-shot auto reloader. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you would have seen some gameplay featuring the Progetto 46, the Tier 8 premium tank. Also the Pantera 44, which is a standard Tier 8. And I think the standard B, which is the Tier 9. The Tier 8, 9 and 10, there's 4 Tier 8, 9 and 10 tanks. Of course, there's 1 premium and there's 3 standard Tier 8, 9 and 10 tanks on the Italian line. They all feature the auto reloading system. So as soon as you fire a shot, the next round starts loading, and each round takes progressively less time to load, if you like. Once you've fired all 4, the first one takes the most to reload, and then once you've got 1 bullet in the barrel, the second one takes a little bit less, the third one. Anyway, or vice versa, depending on your point of view. That E50M will be feeling a little bit nervous on 30 hit points with a full health Progetto hanging around ready to kill him. And the longer that E50M takes, the more time Save Andrea is going to have to reload his gun. His 4th round is about to be up his sleeve, ready to rock and roll. And you can see he's using spaghetti with meat sauce as the premium consumable in this one. Bounces a shot from the T57 for 164. Why was it only 164? Because he's firing HE. He's firing HE in a T57 heavy tank. Alright, now this is a Tier 10, a full Tier 10 battle. So every tank that Save Andrea is going to come up against is a top tier tank. 2-3 is the score. He's picked up 1,207 damage and a kill at T57 heavy firing HE. Oh my! I never cease to be amazed watching these replays, I tell you. Anyway, quick mouthful before the voice goes. Looks like both of those tanks fired, I think. So Save Andrea saying, no worries, hold my beer, I've got this. Auto aim's on the grill, hoping to get an easy shot onto him. Doesn't get the easy shot. Pulls around here behind these rocks. The reason he's going behind these rocks, enemy artillery, there's only one of them, will not be able to shoot him. Friendly artillery shoots and sets the Grill 15 on fire. Grill 15 clearly has used his fire extinguisher and his medkit because his crew are no longer stunned. There's still a lot of tanks very, very close to Save Andrea, and for that reason, he's waiting for them to make the first move. That's the right thing to do. You might, want to take 1 or 2 shots, no worries at all. But with that auto reloading system, you'd love it if they start coming at him one at a time. We're on Abbey. The score is 3-4. Only down by 1 tank. Now here comes the Leopard. Now the Leopard's coming at him one at a time. He tracks him, puts 3 shots into him for 1,078. 1 more. Will that be enough for the kill? It is. That evens it up again. 4-4 is the score now. 2,645 hit points of damage for me old mate Save Andrea from 2AR Clan. In the Progetto 65, the 4-shot auto reloading Italian medium tank. There's an Obj 430U version 4. Sniping up here at A7, right on the red line, like an absolute champion. The grill was last spotted just to the south of where Save Andrea is. Save Andrea is still on 1,736 hit points. That's not too bad at all. The Object 261, go dead fuck noob team. He says he's an angry little fucker. I'd love to see what the Object 261's score is in this one. He clearly got taken out down in the south somewhere. Who knows? He's not too happy. 6-8's the score. Save Andrea is not going to get upset about this one. He's kicking back saying, I've got this. I'm going to pull the game of my life out in this one. Puts 1 round into the Panzer E100. The second shot doesn't penetrate, so he pulls back for the reload. Something's shooting him. I'm tempted to say he's possibly no longer lit because that shot did seem to go, like it sounded like it landed back over there. It didn't. Just got the impression that maybe it was a blind shot. The score's 8-8. 2 kills to Save Andrea. Shooting again towards the Panzer E100. Looking for that lower plate is just ball gunner, he's only got one round remaining. He might as well throw it in. He's kept the Jag tracked, but now he's going to have to wait a little while for a full reload. The Conqueror GC goes down to the Batchat 25T. The Batchat 25T, along with the Sheridan, winning that western flank. The T57 Heavy, two T57 Heavies, I should say, on St. Andrea's team. They're continuing to push up here, but they're not really paying attention to what's happening down here. St. Andrea waiting. He wants to be able to shoot this tank twice so he can kill it. There's his first shot. He wants to get another one into it. There you go. That's the kill. Now they're winning. They're winning for the first time in this game, 10-9. St. Andrea on 3 kills, 3,555 hit points of damage, 1140 damage blocked, 3,218 assisted damage. Now he's decided to relocate, go back towards his cap because he's got a full reload to do. And by the time he gets there, I reckon he will have 4 bullets ready to go. 10-9, 3,500 damage done, 3218 assisted, 1140 damage blocked, 3 kills. He's still on nearly 1800, still on 1736 hit points, so he's only lost 164 hit points of damage. The FOC 155 spots a Sheridan in the southeast corner. It's still got 50 seconds before they can cap it out with the score on 10-9. 8.5 minutes remaining on the clock. A friendly tank, one of the T57s, is capping now. The Object 2684 kills the Object 2684. 30 seconds remaining, and it's the Rimby Panzerwagen, the Tier 10 German light tank. He puts one shot into the Rimby Panzerwagen. He shoots towards the Sheridan and misses, and as he starts chasing him, he knows he's only going to need one more shot to kill him. Don't flip your tank! The FOC 155 kills the Sheridan as St. Andrea's last shell goes up his clip. He nearly flipped his tank, and have a look at this. That's the football camo. Have a look at that football camo. That looks absolutely, that is a good looking camo. Alright, what are we looking at now? 13-12. 4 kills to St. Andrea. 2 tanks remaining. He's got a full clip ready to rock and roll. Clearly hunting for the grill, and this is the advantage when you are in a medium tank like this and you're still on full health at the end of the game. Who cares if the grill shoots you? Just auto aim at the grill, turn the auto aim off, shoot him again for that kill. Still got 2 rounds remaining. The Batchat 25T has not been seen for some time. Now, he did cop a damaging shot, 835 hit points from the grill 15, but that is still on 901 hit points of damage. Batchat 25T was last spotted over there in the west. Yeah, he asked the question in the chat, what kind of health is that Batchat on? He's on 5 kills. He's got his eye on a top gun. Now the T57 heavy tank. Hopefully that T57 heavy tank sits on the cap. That's the advice that St. Andrew has given the T57. You go on the cap. That'll draw the Batchat to us. The FOC 155's down here. Now the FOC 155 could probably start rolling up here, and St. Andrea start rolling down there, catch him in the middle. That's probably what he's thinking. I'm not thinking. Crashes into a dead Kranwagen, but that's okay. 4 bullets up his sleeve, 901 hit points up his sleeve, 4,425 damage done, 1140 damage blocked, 3,218 assisted damage. Pretty confident that's already an ace with 5 kills, but he wants a top gun as well. He wants a top gun, and then he can start sending the email to stewiejp at Get On Board Studios for an epic replay. 14-12. T57 heavy providing cap pressure. The FOC 155. Gee, I don't remember the FOC 155 being that fast. FOC 155 has gone straight up the 2 line, so we know the Batchat's not there. 45 seconds remaining before they cap this one out, and St. Andrea on 5 kills. He wants the top gun. There's the opportunity for the top gun. He'll be hoping nobody gets him. The FOC 155 shoots. Well, that sounded like a pretty big caliber gun. The T57 heavy is staying on cap, and St. Andrea is doing the right thing. He's going for the flanking maneuver on the Batchat 25T. 15 seconds before the T57 heavy tank caps this one out. St. Andrea will be hoping he doesn't cap it out. He wants the top gun. He's hungry for the top gun. He finds the Batchat auto aim, misses the first shot, cops 1 shot from the Batchat. Second shot goes through. There's the top gun. There's the win. The T57 not smart enough to get off that cap circle, but who cares? It's a top gun and an ace for me old mate St. Andrea in the Progetto 65. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to our 4th and final replay in today's Tier 10 extravaganza. It's an ace tanker. We knew that was coming. Spotter medal for all that assisted damage. Duelist, 5 for effect. Top gun for the 6 kills. 4,675 damage, 6 kills. 1299. Base experience. Not too bad at all. That's the base score. That's without the daily double or anything like that. 24 shots fired, 21 hit, 15 penetrated. So a few didn't go through, but look, you got to take the good with the bad, I suppose. 3,218 assisted damage. That would have helped with that top gun. Nearly 20,000 credits profit. That's after tax with a premium account. Not sure if he had any premium ammunition going there. Didn't have to pay for any consumables, even though he was running spaghetti and meatballs. So he must have done what I do and bought them at half price when they're on sale. But a pretty good result for me old mate. Save Andrea from 2AR in the Progetto M40 Mod 65, the Tier 10 Auto reloading Italian medium tank. Let's move on to our fourth and final replay featuring in today's Tier 10 extravaganza. This is kainyn from GI Clan, and this one's not an auto reloader, it's an auto loader, the TVP T50 That's the 4-shot Czech medium tank. You can see he's running the premium consumable as well. It's very good Bucci. Bucci just sounds like booty, doesn't it? It's an all Tier 10 game. He's kicking back here looking for vision on these. I think it's one of the bat chats spotting these tanks, and he's hoping to get a clip off early just to farm a little bit of damage into the sides of these Tier 10 enemy medium tanks. Let's see if he can. I call him Captain Obvious, that E100 driver. He's just typed into chat 3 SPG. Just in case nobody else realised it. Type 5 Heavy just starts to leave spawn now. Looking at the minimap, the Type 5 Heavy at T1, I don't know what he's doing. Alright, the coffee's down, and kainyn from GI Clan. He's an absolute legend. Moving up towards the hill on Malinovka, one of the maps that I always get wrong. It's an all Tier 10 game. He's got 4 bullets in the clip ready to go. Looking at the TVP on the enemy team, hoping to get a clip out early. Gets a little bit of assisted damage. Also gets shot at by artillery to make that 2 artilleries. Doesn't stop him unloading the clip and getting rid of the TVP T50 on the enemy team. Serendipity Serenity. I know that name. Where do I know that name from? I don't know. Even though he's lost a bit of health and he is still on the reload, he only got 463 damage out of that, but he got a kill. Got rid of his counterpart on the enemy team. He's already got a full clip ready to go. So he decides to use that full clip into the side of the WZ before artillery picks up that kill and makes a score 2-zip. Now he's lost half his hit points, but he's also taken nearly 1,700 hit points and assisted with 757 hit points. So he's done his job. He's doing his job for his team. Now, something I have never tried is running a bit of booty in this tank, and I'll tell you what, the time between shells, and this is the people that a lot of people, when they compare the TVP T50 was an obvious thing, and the Batchat 25T was the obvious thing to compare it to. And one advantage the TVP T50 has over the Batchat 25T is the time between shots is a lot shorter. Yep, there's only 4 rounds, but the time between shots, it is really quick. And if you, by putting in this premium consumable of Bucci, that's going to help it. That's going to help your time between shots. It's going to help your reload time. It's going to help your full clip time. It's going to help you repair your tracks quicker and all that kind of jazz. And I think the more replays I watch, the more I see really, really good players, especially in auto loaders, light tanks, or any kind of tank where vision is important. So lights, mediums, and of course auto loaders. Running food as a premium consumable, whether or not it's profitable, is going to depend on how you go, and I guess how much premium ammunition you use. But kainyn from GI Clan, he's running APCR. It's a 100mm gun, 320 alpha damage, 248 penetration. Now that's standard APCR. Heat rounds will give you 310 penetration. So he's sticking with standard, even though it's an all Tier 10 game, and he's looking at some pretty heavily armoured tanks, such as the Mouse. And of course, well, he probably regrets it now. Puts 3 shells into the mouse, only one penetrates. Fourth shell goes into the side of the 705A. Cops a damaging shot, loses his gunner and commander. Uses his first aid kit to fix the gunner. And now he's waiting for that reload. Now his reload time will be a little bit slower now because his commander's dead as well. 4-2 is the score though. Kainyn from GI Clan waiting for that first aid kit to get off recharge. It's going to take another minute to do that before he can fix his commander. They're winning 5-2, so he doesn't really need to panic. He's down to 387 health though. That's a concern. One kill, 2,331 damage done, 990 assisted damage. The score's 5-2. And of course, he can't fix that commander for another 50 seconds. So it looks like he's just going to wait there until he can do that. And that's probably not a bad, not a bad ploy. He doesn't need to take any unnecessary risks on 387 hit points with a dead commander in 20 seconds. I have got this replay speeding up just because I know that he wants to fix his commander and then get back into the game. 4 seconds before he can fix his commander. 1. He's going to do it straight away. Yes, he is. He's fixed the commander. He has changed to heat rounds, gets a kill on the Type 5, and then starts to unload on the pattern. 1 shot, 2 shot, the 3rd shot, the pattern doesn't hit, but he pulls back for the reload. That brings his damage up to 3,106. Only up by 1 tank now, but that pattern is a 1 shot. That Super Conqueror's at full health though. There is an FV4005 in the background who's already picked himself up 1 kill. 7-5 the score now though. There is a tank capping. It's the FV4005, and there's that Type 5 heavy, the guy who went straight to sort of D1. He's made his way down towards the enemy cap. Now this cap pressure will be affecting these tanks as well, and that's why Kainyn from GI Clan on 2 kills, 3,106 damage, is continuing to try to put pressure on from the northeast. If this pressure stops, then these guys can just go back and reset, no problems whatsoever. Kainyn gets spotted, dives down, doesn't lose any health in the dive. Running around, you can see that all the enemy tanks have been spotted along this red line. He wants to get up here behind the rock so that nobody in the south can shoot him, and maybe shoot back at that Super Conqueror on 1,653 hit points. He's just about loaded. He's back to standard rounds. The reason he's gone for the standard rounds, I think, I found this out the hard way one game. There's a heap of spaced armour on the turret of the Super Conqueror. So APCR is the goods. Unloads the clip into the Super Conqueror before the artillery killed him for 3 hit points. You can see down there, he got 3 assisted damage on the Conqueror. That's because he'd taken damage out of the Conqueror and tracked him, spotted him for the artillery, which killed him for 3 hit points. But that's okay. The Type 5 Heavy did get killed by the enemy T92 down. Now, still 3 arties on each team. 3 artillery. 2 Batchat 15558s on the enemy team. 2 auto-loading artilleries. Jeez. Well, here we go. Hopefully he'll get rid of one of them. 2 shots is enough to get rid of the T92. 1 shot's enough to get rid of the FV4005. There's another scary gun. Now it's just 2 arties and a Jagdpanzer E100. He's reloading again. 4 kills, 5,026 damage, 993 assisted. There's the Jag down there in the bushes. 12-7 now. So they were winning comfortably. Then the enemy team sort of came back a little bit. And now you'd think the result is a foregone conclusion. It's just a case of whether or not Kainyn from GI can pick up 1 or 2 more kills, maybe with an auto-loader. Maybe a Top Gun is up for grabs. 2 shots into that arty. 2 shots into this will be the Top Gun. Will it be? It is. Oh, I guess the Top Gun in the end. What a legend. Kainyn from GI in the TVP T50 Let's have a look at the result before we wind up today's video. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the TVP T50 the Tier 10 auto-loading Czech medium tank. The Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect. Dimitri's Medal for killing 3 artilleries. High caliber, Top Gun, 6 kills. Thank you very much. 6,280 damage, 1258 base experience, 28 shots fired, 25 hit, 23 did damage. Made 1,500, and look, that would have been all consumables for the food, and also a few heat rounds. I would have thought he would have made more. He didn't fire that many heat rounds, did he? Who knows? Anyway, excellent game. Thank you very much. Kainyn, Save Andrea, Rune, And who was the first one? XVM Camo on the North American server. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you all next time. Don't forget to check us out on Discord and all that kind of stuff down below. Links down below. And also like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz to get us closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube for the $1,000 giveaway. Have a good night. Take care and see you all next time.